Everyone keeps saying, just be confident, like it's some personality switch you can turn on if you're lucky. As if confident people were born different and the rest of us just missed the upgrade. But that idea collapses the moment you look at real life, because the people you see speaking boldly, leading rooms, or handling pressure were not confident from day one, they were trained. Confidence is not a personality trait, it's a learned response built through repeated exposure to discomfort, failure, and real-world pressure, and neuroscience backs this, not motivation quotes. The problem is, most people wait to feel confident before taking action, and that's where they get stuck forever. The brain doesn't create confidence from thoughts, it creates it from evidence, proof that you can survive uncomfortable situations and still function. In this video, we're going to dismantle the myth around confidence and break it down as a skill you can train deliberately, step by step, regardless of how shy, anxious, or insecure you think you are right now. Confidence is not who you are, it's what you practice. Most people think confidence is some kind of personality gift. Like you're either born confident or you're not. That's a lie we've been fed since childhood. Confidence is not DNA. It's not luck. It's not even mindset first. Confidence is a skill, and skills are built through repetition, exposure, and feedback. Period. If confidence were a personality trait, introverts could never speak on stage, socially awkward people could never lead companies, and anxious kids could never become high performers. But reality says otherwise. Some of the most confident speakers, leaders, and creators you see today started off scared, quiet, and insecure. What changed? Not their personality, their training. Here's the brutal truth. You don't find confidence by thinking positive thoughts. You earn confidence by surviving uncomfortable situations again and again. Confidence comes after action, not before it. The brain literally rewires itself when you do hard things repeatedly. That's neuroscience, not motivation. So if you're waiting to feel confident before you start speaking, posting, applying, or building, you're stuck in the wrong loop. Confidence is the byproduct of action, failure, correction, and consistency. Treat it like a gym skill, not a personality label, and suddenly, it becomes buildable. Personality is static, skills are upgradable. Your personality is just your default wiring. Some people are calm, some anxious, some loud, some quiet. But here's the catch, personality doesn't decide performance. Skills do. And confidence lives in the skill category, not the personality folder. People love using personality as an excuse. I'm an introvert. I'm shy by nature. I overthink. Cool story. None of that stops skill development. An introvert can learn public speaking. A shy person can learn assertive communication. An overthinker can learn decisiveness. Personality sets the starting point, not the finish line. Think of it like gaming. Your personality is the base character. Confidence is an ability you unlock through XP. Every hard conversation, every rejection, every awkward moment gives you XP. Avoiding discomfort gives you 0 XP. Simple logic. No grind, no upgrade. Once you understand this, self-pity dies. You stop asking, why am I like this? And start asking, what reps am I missing? That shift alone puts you ahead of 90% people who keep blaming their nature instead of training their behavior. Confidence is built in the real world, not in your head. Confidence doesn't come from affirmations, mirror talks, or motivational reels. That stuff feels good, but it doesn't rewire behavior. Confidence is built outside your comfort zone, in messy, real-world situations where things can actually go wrong. Your brain learns confidence only one way: exposure plus survival. You speak and don't die. You fail and still exist. You get judged and the world doesn't end. Each time this happens, your fear response weakens. That's basic psychology. Repeated exposure reduces anxiety. No magic. No vibes. This is why thinking confident never works. The brain doesn't trust thoughts, it trusts evidence. And evidence is collected through action. Every time you avoid action, you unknowingly train your brain to stay scared. Avoidance is practice too, just in the wrong direction. So if you want real confidence, stop living in preparation mode. Start living in execution mode. Say the thing. Post the video. Ask the question. Make the call. Confidence isn't built by imagining success. It's built by failing safely in public and realizing you're still fine. Fear is not a sign of weakness, it's a sign of growth. Most people think fear means, I'm not confident enough. Wrong. Fear means you're doing something new. And anything new triggers uncertainty. Confidence doesn't eliminate fear, it coexists with it. The difference is confident people act despite fear. Your nervous system isn't designed to make you successful, it's designed to keep you safe. So when you try to speak up, put yourself out there, or take responsibility, your brain screams danger. That reaction is normal. Waiting for fear to disappear is like waiting for muscles to stop hurting before going to the gym again. Here's the cheat code. Confidence grows after repeated fear exposure. The first time you do something scary, it's chaos. The 10th time, it's uncomfortable. The 100th time, it's boring. Familiarity kills fear, not talent, not personality. So stop labeling fear as a flaw. Fear is just feedback that you're leveling up. If your life feels too safe, too predictable, too quiet, that's not peace. That's stagnation. Confidence lives on the other side of repeated discomfort. Confidence comes from proof, not motivation. Here's something nobody likes to hear. Confidence doesn't come from hype, motivation, or emotional energy. It comes from proof. Cold, boring, undeniable proof that you can handle situations. And proof is only created when you do the work repeatedly, even when you feel underprepared. Most people are stuck chasing motivation. They wait to feel ready, inspired, or pumped. That state rarely comes. And even if it does, it fades fast. Confidence, on the other hand, stays, because it's built on memory. Your brain remembers, I've handled worse than this. That memory becomes your backbone in stressful moments. Think about it logically. Why is a senior professional calm during pressure while a beginner panics? Not personality, not confidence quotes. It's experience. The senior has seen chaos before and survived it. Their calm is just stored evidence. Confidence is literally memory-based competence. So if you want confidence, stop asking, how do I feel more confident, and start asking, what proof am I missing? Then go create that proof. Small wins, repeated reps, awkward starts, ugly attempts. That's the only currency confidence accepts. Confidence is trained through controlled failure. Let's get one thing brutally clear. Confidence is not built by winning all the time. It's built by failing without collapsing. Most people are scared of failure not because it hurts, but because they've never trained their nervous system to handle it. So the first time things go wrong, they mentally shut down. Confidence grows when you intentionally put yourself in situations where failure is possible but survivable. You speak even if your voice shakes. You share your opinion even if it might be wrong. You post content even if it might flop. Each time you do this and nothing catastrophic happens, your brain updates its fear model. That update is confidence. This is why protected lives create fragile people. If you've never been embarrassed, rejected, or corrected in public, your confidence will always be theoretical. Real confidence is rugged. It's built by collecting scars and realizing they didn't destroy you, they sharpened you. So stop designing a life where nothing can go wrong. Design a life where you can handle things going wrong. That's the difference between fragile confidence and real confidence. One avoids pressure, the other absorbs it and keeps moving. Confidence is domain-specific, not global. One of the biggest misunderstandings about confidence is the idea that it's universal. Like once you're confident, you'll be confident everywhere. That's not how humans work. Confidence is context-based. You can be confident in one area and insecure in another, and that's completely normal. A person might speak boldly with friends but freeze in meetings. Someone else might dominate exams but panic in social situations. This doesn't mean they're fake confident. It means confidence only exists where competence and exposure exist. No reps, no confidence. Simple equation. This is actually good news. It means lack of confidence isn't a character flaw, it's a skill gap. And skill gaps are fixable. If you're not confident speaking English, it's not because you're bad at communication, It's because you haven't practiced speaking English under pressure enough times. Once you stop demanding full confidence from yourself, progress becomes easier. You build confidence one domain at a time, one skill, one environment, one situation. That's how real, unshakable confidence is built, brick by brick, not all at once. Repetition beats talent every single time. People love romanticizing talent. They think confident people are just naturally gifted, smooth talkers, bold thinkers, fearless movers. That's a surface-level observation. What you're actually seeing is repetition, not talent. Confidence is what repetition looks like from the outside. The first time someone speaks on camera, they look stiff. By the 50th time, they look natural. By the 200th time, they look confident. Nothing magical happened in between. Their brain simply stopped treating the situation as a threat. Repetition normalized the fear, reduced the stress response, and sharpened execution. Talent without repetition collapses under pressure. Repetition without talent eventually builds competence. And competence breeds confidence. This is why consistent average performers often outperform gifted beginners. Confidence respects volume, not potential. So if you're comparing your day 1 performance with someone's year 5 confidence, you're running the wrong mental comparison. Stack reps. Stay boring. Repeat until your nervous system gets bored of panicking. That boredom is confidence. Confidence is quiet, not loud. One of the biggest myths is that confidence looks loud, dominating conversations, speaking non-stop, flexing opinions. That's not confidence. That's often insecurity wearing a mask. Real confidence is calm, grounded, and controlled. It doesn't rush to prove itself. When someone is truly confident, they don't need validation in real time. They can pause. They can listen. They can say, "I don't know," without feeling small. That level of comfort only comes when you're secure in your ability to learn, adapt, and recover, not when you're desperate to look impressive. This is why beginners try to sound smart, while confident people focus on being clear. Beginners over-explain. Confident people simplify. Beginners panic in silence. Confident people use silence as a tool. That calm isn't personality, it's experience-backed self-trust. So if you're not loud, aggressive, or dominant, don't label yourself as low confidence. You might just be untrained, not incapable. Confidence doesn't shout, it stands firm, and that firmness is built over time, through repeated exposure and earned self-respect. Confidence is a daily practice, not a destination. Confidence is not something you reach once and keep forever. It's not a final level you unlock and relax. Confidence is a maintenance skill. Just like fitness, if you stop training it, it decays. That's why even experienced people feel shaky when they step into new environments, because the reps are new again. The real win is understanding this early. When confidence drops, you don't panic or self-judge. You diagnose. You ask, where did I stop practicing? Then you return to action. You rebuild through exposure, not emotion. This mindset alone keeps you ahead of people who think confidence loss means something is wrong with them. Once you accept confidence as a skill, self-blame disappears. You stop calling yourself weak, shy, or broken. You start treating yourself like a trainee. Training days feel uncomfortable. Progress days feel earned. That's how real growth works. So stop waiting to become confident. Start training confidence daily, through action, repetition, and controlled discomfort. Do that long enough, and confidence stops being something you chase. It becomes something you carry. Confidence was never missing inside you. It was just untrained. Once you stop treating confidence like a personality label and start treating it like a skill, everything changes. You stop waiting to feel ready, you stop blaming your nature, and you stop giving fear unnecessary power. You act first, collect proof later, and let confidence grow as a consequence. So if this video shifted your perspective even a little, don't just agree with it, apply it. Do one uncomfortable thing today. Speak, post, ask, or try, even if it's messy. That's how confidence is actually built. Not tomorrow, not someday, today.